Wouldn't it be cool if you could just improvise strumming? You never thought about, any strumming pattern per se. You were just strumming because it's like a natural flow of whatever fits the music, and you don't even think about it. When I started practicing strumming, I was, introduced to these strumming patterns, and I quickly learned the basic, right? And that was what I was using most of the time. But then at some point, it really dawned on me that I could actually play anything, and I could learn to go. Do all kinds of things, and there was a simple method of getting there that didn't involve notes, no tabs, no rhythm charts, nothing. Just a simple exercise that involves your creativity. It's natural learning, like the first guy who ever did strumming on a guitar must have learned it. This is the way to go about it. And in order for me to just explain how this came about, I have to tell you just a little short story. My dad, who was a music teacher at a public school, he introduced me to a drum I could have in between my legs. So I was sitting in a chair and then, holding that drum in between my thighs. And then he told me to just tap each leg, having the drum in the middle. Just tap it like da 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 da. And then to move my hands randomly towards the center, which would make me go da 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 da. And suddenly I was playing rhythms. I had those subdivisions running, like little taps on my thigh, and then that. And suddenly I was playing stuff that it came out of my body, and I didn't know, what I was doing. I was basically playing stuff. I was producing rhythms that I didn't know how to produce. And so I used the same method when it came to strumming. And it's exactly the same thing. And the thing that happens when you do that is that you get so confident because you can do it. You just heard yourself do it randomly, though. But then you can turn that random thing into something that you can actually do by intent, right? So you play something, that was pretty good, that, and then you try to do it again. It's really so beneficial to do it in that way. And it's, a lot of fun. You can come up with your own rhythms and then learn them pretty quickly, come up with new ones, and so on. So what do we do on a guitar if we want to do the same thing? Well, you can start by taking a bar chord, which has the cool advantage that you can lift your fingers slightly and get, mute all the strings pretty easily. So the drum would be the chord that is fretted all the way, and the thighs would be the muted strokes, right? And then I can randomly, squeeze the neck, see what rhythms I can create by going 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's all here, right? In my hand. So that's a really nice exercise. And please, when you begin this exercise, it's not easy necessarily. So you just focus on keeping this going, right? And then start. And if you do that long enough, I promise you, just that exercise at a tempo where you can do it without stumbling, then I promise you develop rhythm skills. You really develop. In the end, if all you did was that and you didn't stop it, right, 24 hours, 24/7, then gradually I would see you Monday the first week, and then the following Monday you would actually be playing. Because it just naturally follows that you play cool stuff that you want to repeat, and then that process happens. Another way you can do it is taking an open string chord that you can't mute with your left hand, but then your strokes over here are basically in the air. And so when you want to hit the drum, so to speak, you hit the strings. So this is your thighs, and this is the drum, right? So you go. Right? And if you speed that up just a little bit, you can go. It doesn't even matter. If you hit 1 in the bar, then you can do whatever you want. It's going to sound great. It's going to sound like music. That was 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Right? So I warmly recommend that you do this. Let me see if there's another way to do this as well. Of course, you can mute and use other techniques for muting, but that is really so beneficial. And also, if you're into funk music, you can. It's exactly the same thing. I'm doing an E major dominant seventh with the added ninth, right? Right up here in the seventh fret, and you can just go. Right? So this is it seems like a simple exercise. It seems like, oh, that's not serious work, but it is. See if you can do it for 3 hours in a row just in front of the TV and see what happens to your skills here. In the next video, we're going to take that to another level where you can actually pick the strings in the exact same way here, so you get something that sounds like this. Right? And then magic starts happening. So, this is what I did, right? Exercises came out of this when I started teaching, but this is the basic process of creating something, practicing it, creating something new, then practicing it over and over again. And all the exercises I created was just out of random cool stuff I just did in the moment. You can do the same thing. Once again, I forgot to mention that we have a new program out that's all about rhythm guitar and mastering this area of guitar playing. It's based on the simple concept of identifying all the little sub-skills of the main skill of rhythm guitar and then learning them individually, really making some massive progress in a very short period of time. Go check it out. You can find the link right below this video.